So Freya, what do you want to talk about today?
Good morning, Frank. I want to share with the people how Steve Van Kerk saved millions of lives by profiting from climate change. Not everybody will survive climate change. But one problem is motivating people to do something about it. So I offer you a way to profit while helping people to survive. Two of the great challenges that climate change brings are growing food in an ever-changing environment and ever-increasing natural disasters, causing climate refugees. There was this guy from a different layer of time, Steve Van Kerk, that stumbled upon a solution for these problems. He invented a way to grow food without radioactive carbon in it. That food had to be grown in a sealed greenhouse. And since you couldn't open the windows, those greenhouses had to be air-conditioned. Despite the expense of growing this new health food, it became wildly successful. Because it dramatically reduced your risk of cancer. If you subscribe to this channel, it will allow me to make a deep dive into how to make an RC-free foods greenhouse. Fearing sea level rise, Steve Van Kerk built all his greenhouses more than 220 feet above sea level. During hurricane warnings, he would secure the greenhouses, some by removing the coverings, and others by cinching down with cargo nets. In the aftermath of natural disasters, these surviving structures were adapted for migrant housing and modular home construction factories. Steve called this Success Camp. You of course can see the crazy advantages of this. Steve Van Kerk made hundreds of millions of dollars rebuilding entire towns. The workers got paid while their homes and businesses were being rebuilt, and after the insurance companies paid, those modular homes could be moved to higher ground, with little extra expense. Another great climate change advantage of radioactive carbon-free foods or RC-free foods was crop reliability. Croplands turning to dust led to widespread food shortages. This did not affect the climate-controlled greenhouses. Steve Van Kerk stepped in to fill the need. With his health food, soon most farms were under great inflatable greenhouse domes. And Steve Van Kerk made millions, again.
But Freya, I don't have the $300,000 Steve Van Kerk used to start RC Free Foods. Besides, I'm too old and burned out for such an arduous venture.
I know it's not easy. In your layer of time, capitalism was outlawed for the working class in 1932. The Security Exchange Act of 1932 required that you be a millionaire already or an expert in the field to be a qualified investor, and only a qualified investor could fund new risky startups. For these new startups got the blame for the stock market crash in 1929. But luckily, in the 2012 Jobs Act, capitalism was re-established for the poor. Capitalism was established in the form of equity crowdfunding. So, what I'm proposing is that you raise a team on LinkedIn. And this team should start an equity crowdfunding project. To start, RC Free Foods, Success Camp, and Practical Solar. You will need interns who are working on their MBAs, who are working on becoming corporate lawyers, product designers. In short, anyone that can contribute to the project. People willing to be paid by sweat equity.
I would have to see a lot of interest in the comments column before I pursued anything like this. So if anybody out there is interested in a project like this, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and or like us. Thank you.